hour. You're watching Get Up on ESPN. Our next game is called Better, Worse, or the Same. Hey, Kimberly Martin. Jayden Daniels and the Commanders made it to the NFC Championship game last season. Will they be better, worse, or the same?
All right, I know it's crazy to think that they could be better based off of the season Jayden Daniels had, but I'm going to say they're going to be better because I think Jayden Daniels will actually be in the MVP conversation this year. They got Deebo Samuel, but to me the key is Terry McLaurin. I think this is a good offense, and Jayden's just going to keep skyrocketing.
He should have been in the MVP conversation last year. I'm with you. Harry, let's go to the Packers. Jordan Love in Green Bay coming off an 11-win season. Better, worse, or the same?
Greeny, I'm going better. Number one, I believe Jordan Love is going to learn how to, number one, protect the football early on and eliminate the boneheaded plays. Learn how to make deposits in the bank, take the check down, throw the football away when things aren't there. But also the receivers are going to catch the ball a little bit better. That's what they get paid to do. And that defense that's now led by Jeff Hafley, their defensive coordinator, that front seven is going to be ferocious.
We're going to talk more about them a little later. D-Wood, let's get to the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. They wound up with the trophy. Are they going to be better this year, worse, or the same?
I'm going to go worse. I mean, it's hard to really get any better than how they played last year. You talk about Kellen Moore moving on to become the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. You got a first-year play caller in Kevin Patullo. Guys that graduated the program on the defensive side of football via free agency. There's some change going on in Philadelphia. We got to see how you guys react.
There are a lot of things I like. How they react, I think, is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of things I've liked coming out of their camp. They are the reigning champions, as you know. But don't tell that to Jalen Hurts, and don't tell that to Jordan Mailata. They are done basking in the glow of their accomplishments.
I've moved on. Moved on to the new year. You know, it's as simple as that.
Whatever we did last year, that's in the rearview mirror, and it doesn't matter anymore. We're not defending nothing. We're not the defending champs, but the 2024 world champs, that's it. We're not Sorry, we're not. So I don't like hearing like, oh, we're the defending champions. We're not defending nothing. We just won the title, and now we've got to go win it again.
All right, first and foremost, it just sounds so much better with the accent.
It's so good, so good.
But you like that approach?
Not Greeny. I didn't like it. I loved it. I loved it because, you know, Bill Belichick used to tell us one year team is every year is totally different. Right. Each team is totally different. Last year's team is last year. You leave it to last year. It has nothing to do with the following year. And I love, and you can tell that this message came from up high. This came from the head coach. Because when you have multiple guys saying the same thing, you know what the message is very clear. We got to leave the past in the past.
It came from even higher than that. It came from the highest source there is. Jalen Hurts went to talk to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling, and that's how you find out about defending champions, right? Michael didn't two-peat, he three-peated twice.
Yes.
And so this obviously, I wasn't in the conversation, though I would have liked to have been, but this obviously came out is what came from it. You have to put the past in the past. You are starting from zero as you begin a new season.
Here's what I love about the Eagles. The fact that they last went to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts played spectacularly. But the following season, you're thinking, oh, they're going to pick up right where they left off. And instead, they got embarrassed by the Bucs in the first round of the playoffs. I think that season, that 2023 season, actually is sort of the impetus for this reaction now. Yes, winning was great, but a lot of these players, Devontae Smith talked about, he's like, winning the Super Bowl was great, but you almost hate losing more than you love winning, and that's what's different about these guys.
Hey, D. Wood, you had a great show yesterday, but guess what? No one gives a damn.
That's right.
That's right. Every single day, and that's the mindset the Philadelphia Eagles, they actually have, from coaching staff all the way to players, to the trainers, to the groundskeepers at their football fields, because if you don't have that mindset, then you're going to get complacent. Comfortability drives complacency. And when you're uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, in which we see this football team now is, because they're not just satisfied with winning the Super Bowl last season, they moved on. Hey, what's in that rearview mirror? Sometimes you got to knock that thing down and throw it away. It doesn't matter.
It's so interesting because there was this big controversy is probably too strong a word, but people got all crazy when Scottie Scheffler, the golfer, trust me, I will tie this all together last week, was talking about how sometimes you win and you say, is that all there is? Because you're just on to the next thing.
Yeah.
On Mike and Mike, I used to say there should be a mandatory smelling the roses time.
Yeah.
Like after you win, they should just designate. No one can do anything, so you could just stop. I understand that. It just, the world doesn't work that way. No, I get it. But what I'm saying is you work yourself to death from July until February. You climb the mountain, you win the championship, you accomplish your wildest childhood dreams, and then the first thing they tell you is you need to forget that completely. You need to practically pretend it never happened. It's counterintuitive, I think, to the way the human psyche works, but it is, I think, the best way to try and win back-to-back championships.
Oh, it absolutely is, and I think that's why, like, you know, athletes are just wired differently because we understand the challenges from year to year to go out there. You accomplish something so special, whether it's winning a Super Bowl or, you know, putting on a green jacket, you know, all those type of things. But now you got to reset. Because it doesn't matter what you did at that point in time. You're facing a whole new set of challenges. And again, that message was preached by Nick Sirianni to the whole team. Like, we got to move on.
And it gets harder because while you can forget you're the defending champs, every team on your schedule remembers you're the defending champs, right? So for every team, when they play you, that's their Super Bowl.
We're coming for you.
Right.
That's what every last one of them is saying. And they have one in their own division in the Washington Commanders. And you have a team in the Los Angeles Rams, who I have second in the NFC, right? Who felt like they should have beat you at home in the snow. Oh, they're coming as well.
They could have easily. Okay, let's do a sound off here. We're flying around. We will cover every team in the NFL practically by the time these 2 hours are done. The Patriots are next. Their quarterback Drake May entering his sophomore season, talking about his team's mentality going into camp.
I think you got guys around here that are tired of losing around here, and the guys that want to win. I think that's what excites me most. We guys want to win around here. I think the past 2 or 3 years around here, and the past year for me, I can only speak for myself, but I think there's guys around here that are tired of losing, want to win.
I think there's been a lot of losing going on in New England. They've had losing seasons 3 consecutive years, longest by the franchise since back in the early 90s. But ESPN Bet loves them. This is one of the win totals that jumps off the page if you go on the app. Their win total is 8.5. That's more than twice the number of wins they had last year. They went 4-13. They're plus 145 to make the playoffs. So ESPN Bet buys into the Patriots. Do you, Harry Douglas?
1,000%. Do not be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if you see the New England Patriots in the playoffs this season. The schedule is set up favorable in their favor, but also I love that Mike Vrabel is coming back. He's a no-nonsense guy, all about business, physicality, win the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. They revamped the offensive line, but they got Drake May weapons, Greeny. They went out and got a Stephon Diggs. I love rookie wide receiver Kyle Williams. I think he's going to be a player that really is dynamic for them. And being in Josh McDaniels' system, he's also going to tailor good when it comes to that offensive system as well. So I like this team, what they did defensively as well. When you have 2 number-1 corners, you went out and got Carlton Davis, and you have Christian Gonzalez, and then you go and revamp that defensive line as well, don't be surprised if the New England Patriots make the playoffs in 2025.
And all I hear from people is how impressed they were with Drake May last year. For considering what their record was, considering how bare the cupboard was, if you will, in terms of talent around him, everyone I talk to thinks he played great.
He did. Like, as the season went on, he just got better and better. And you talk about the cover being bare. He might have been in the worst situation of all those first-round quarterbacks that were drafted last year. I think the most underappreciated, the most underrated addition to New England, Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is going to do wonders for the New England Patriots on offense, and being able to work with this kid Drake May right here, man, I am bullish on the New England Patriots.
Can I give you a second one? A second most underrated pickup? Travion Henderson at the running back position from Ohio State.
Yeah.
He can do it in the run game and also in the pass game.
Super fast, unbelievable, you know, sort of like a bit of a Jahmyr Gibbs kind of style, a change of pace running
Josh
back.
McDaniels is back where he belongs, and Mike Vrabel, you saw in Tennessee, he was able to get that team to win more games than their roster talent-wise may have allowed. I think he is a good dude in that situation for them, and Drake May, I think he'll be pretty good too.
Look, McDaniels is an elite offensive coordinator. Sometimes we get we define people in the wrong ways. Because he didn't have success as a head coach, we say, okay, well, we write him off. He's an elite offensive coordinator. He's working with, I think, an elite head coach in Mike Vrabel, who brings some of that Patriot magic back, if you will, maybe without some of the downsides of it. The Patriots do look like a dangerous team. Again,
Hello, xin chào tất cả mọi người. Hôm nay mình mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn gấp một chiếc hộp bút màu hồng như thế này nhá. Bây giờ các bạn vào làm cùng mình luôn nhé.
Rồi, ok. Để bắt đầu vào làm thì các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình những dụng cụ như sau. Ở đây mình có chuẩn bị 2 tờ giấy có 2 màu khác nhau.